I had a pretty horrible thought the other day. There's definitely some druids out there who have done their whole ERP thing in their various animal forms, and I don't know if it would be more or less disturbing if one of them stayed as an elf or a troll or whatever, but either way, people are into some weird shit.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. With your host, Wooly. What's up, swingers? I'm Wooly. How y'all doing? This is episode number 9 of Thralls Balls. Gershom's here again. What's up? What's up?
What up, swingers? What up, Wooly? Thank you for having me back.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming on again. So, it's been a couple weeks since you've been on. What you been up to in WoW lately?
So I've basically been doing a bit more of my reps. I know I touched on that last time. I'm up to 99. I have 1 left.
Oh ho ho.
On my unicorn. So I got Hellscream's Reach. I did get my Spectral wolf that we talked about last time.
Mm-hmm.
And finished up in Revendreth, which was my last one for Shadowlands. And was kind of disappointed to find out that even if you have the Venthyr Covenant, Theotar is not one of your soulbinds. I thought that was kind of lame. I think it would be really cool to have them follow you around. So Theotar grew on me a little bit. I've been doing some mythics. I've been doing some mount runs.
Nice.
What else? I got my Folk and Fairy Tales of Azeroth book, which I have not opened yet. It's open, but I haven't started reading anything yet.
I haven't gotten that, and money's been a tiny bit tight lately, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting it. So I've been living like vicariously through people talking about it.
Oh, I got you. Actually, Wooly, I'm just gonna say it on the pod. I probably should message you, but I accidentally ordered 2. I guess I had one on back order and then didn't know and then ordered another one.
Oh shit.
So I can send you mine.
You don't have to do that.
I would do that for you. We could DM
oh my goodness.
Whatever. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's in
That's
the plastic.
So nice.
I was gonna return it to Amazon, but I'm like, by the time I take the bus to the Amazon place, I mean, I'd rather give it to a friend. So it's up to you. We could DM about it later or whatever.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll DM about that later. That's...
Other than that, what else? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's awesome. That's really nice.
It was so weird. Like, I almost posted on my Twitter. I was like, I have an extra one, and then I was like, do I know anyone who needs one? And then here, I apparently know someone who needs one. So
hooray!
Hey, you won the loot drop this week.
I guess so. Gershom, the Great Vault.
Apparently, I finished up little novel called Cycle of Hatred, which I didn't like a whole lot. I don't know if anyone out there has read it. It's not by Christy Golden or Richard Knack. It's one of the lesser known authors. And I was joking around with Immune tonight on his stream that kind of read a bit more like a bad fan fiction.
Oh.
But I did make it through. It just wasn't very descriptive. It was just a little dull, but it was fine. It had a nice setting, and I don't know. It was fine. But I also received, which I ordered, Beyond the Dark Portal, which I'm very excited to read.
You know something?
That does have a collaboration with Christy Golden. So it's the same author that wrote Cycle of Hatred with Christy Golden.
Oh,
so I
snap.
think they called in Goldie and they were like, hey, help this guy out a little bit. And the book's a lot longer and it looks a little more detail oriented and just, kind of the way I would like to read a book. And it's all about Ner'zhul, reopening the Dark Portal, and it's got the whole Terralion and Ilaria and Khadgar thing, go to Outland and get lost and all that stuff. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
If I may go off on a bit of a tangent for a second, Ner'zhul, don't get me wrong, he did some really bad shit. But I think he might be he started out as a very sympathetic character because he got really fucking, manipulated real bad. And he was just trying to do the best he could for his people for a while. And then,
sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was all I was going to say.
I was going to say, I think I was talking to Dracoris and told him that the scene that I read in, what's the one? Not Lord, The Rise of the Horde.
Mm-hmm.
When you read about that whole story for the first time, and there's a scene that sticks with me, and it will stick with me to the end of my days. And he tries to go to Oshagun, and he tries to talk to the spirits, and they turn him away. They literally tell him to his face, "You fucked up. You did this. You did that," and he didn't know. So he was getting manipulated.
Right, and for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, what started Ner'zhul on his path to eventually becoming the first Lich King was he was approached by what he believed was the spirit of his dead mate, who unfortunately I cannot remember her name right now.
It's like Rock John or something.
Yeah, something like that.
With an R, yeah.
And a few other ancestor spirit type people. And
it was still Jaden and his whole group of fucking flunkies.
It was all a lie. And then so when he went to talk to actual orc spirits, they're like, yeah, no, that wasn't us. Fuck you, get out of here.
Yeah, but just to wrap up what I was saying, when there's a scene where he's riding back to Shadowmoon Valley, where he's from, the Shadowmoon clan, and he's riding back on his wolf. I forget his wolf's name. And it says that it starts snowing, and he was so cold inside that he didn't even feel the snow.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was just so abandoned and so cold. And he literally was like, I want to stop. I wish I could just get off my wolf and kind of freeze to death in this snow. And of course he doesn't. He goes back and he gives all his fucking power to Gul'dan, which was a great choice, as we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
bit of an Arthas parallel there too, with the coldness.
With the walking through the snow and hearing the voices. Oh yeah, well, it might be a Lich King thing.
What that reminds me of is, God, we're getting so nerdy here, but I love it. Is in the Arthas book, Arthas is riding Invincible, his still living horse, and he tries to jump over something. I think it was he was jumping from a ledge to somewhere else, and he landed awkwardly, and Invincible's leg just snapped, and Arthas had no choice but to kill Invincible, and that reminds me a bit of that.
I had no idea. I haven't read that book, and I have always wondered, because I had seen some stuff on like Reddit and Twitter and whatever about Arthas killing his own horse, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna read the book, and I just skipped over it. But apparently, so he mercy murders Invincible, basically.
Right. He didn't do it for the hell of it. He did it because he was far from home and his horse was very injured.
Well, in real life, when a horse breaks its leg, don't you have to put it down? I think.
I think so. I mean, I've definitely seen horses with casts on. Anyway,
no, this is random and nerdy. Sorry.
we're getting on a little bit of a tangent here. Let's bring it back around just a little bit. I love tangents like that though, because I love talking about the world this game takes place in. What I have been up to is I got my Horde Warlock to 196 eye level.
Nice. So that's like World Quest item level, basically, right? Like you got all your gear from like the World Quest, or
most of the good stuff I've gotten has been either the legendary or from World Boss or from the various different ways you can get like 200 plus item level gear. Not gonna lie, bought a couple of things off the auction house. So I got him to 196, and I was gonna be taking him into Castle Nathria with my Horde Guild, but there has been a combination of the Horde Guild has decided to take a break until 9.1, and I have made the decision that it is a little bit too much to take a bite and chew of running with 2 teams. So I'm keeping my Horde Warlock in that guild, and I told them that if they need somebody to come in, like if they have 9 people and need a 10th, I'm happy to pop in. But I am dropping down to just 1 team. I'm going to be still doing my heroic alliance team on Proudmoore Collected Company. Bentolis is in that team as well. So
Yay,
yeah, that's yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've also been, I mentioned on my last episode on the last episode of the show that I have decided to bring my OG original Warlock from original Burning Crusade up to level cap and finally remove him from the server he's been on all these years. And I know most people wouldn't see that as a big deal, but it's a big deal to me because he has never level capped. He has never been on any other server. He has never flown before this effort to cap him. And I'm really looking forward to playing a character that I have so much history with.
That'll be amazing, actually. I did not anything similar to that, but emotionally sort of similar. I realm switched Gershom for the first time in 16 years.
Oh, shit.
I never realm switched. I was forced. So I started on Ner'zhul back in vanilla.
I used to play there.
I was forced on Malorn when there was a population shift and they first started doing like linked servers and stuff. This is all a long time ago. And he basically sat there for a long, long time. And thanks to the LFR Discord, actually, by the way, I was able to find a guild. They do have a feature. Yeah, they have a feature where they're like, hey, is anyone looking for a guild? And I said, I am. So I made friends with someone in the Discord. He invited me over to his guild, but I had to switch to Area 52.
That's a good server.
To be honest, apparently, I'm having a great time. I did a full, in just this weekend, I've done 3 full guild mythic runs.
Oh, nice.
Which is more than I've ever done in my life. I'm not going to say I was great. I was not great at them. I'm still figuring out like my kind of mythic rotation. It's a little bit, I'm learning and I'm doing this and that. But the weirdest part was, what made me melancholy was Gershom, the name Gershom, Gershom, was taken. And so I had to change it. I don't know. It's such a random name, right? So I had to switch it to 2 R's.
Ugh.
And I'm like, Gershom. That sounds dumb, but it just sounds like I'm growling my own name.
Don't you just hate when that happens, though?
Well, I posted on Twitter about it. I was like, I feel, and then I was like, dirty with like 4 question marks. Like, it's just weird. Like, I was glad I was able to keep some, embodiment of the Gershom vibe, because I know I mentioned that last time we were talking, the whole stranger in a strange land and how much that name meant to me. So at least I kept it, but it's Gershom with 2 R's now. I'm not going to change my Twitter handle again, though. Don't worry.
That reminds me, like, I am very lucky that I've always been able to retain my 2 original names for the game. Like, I mentioned that Warlock, but before I made that Warlock, I had made a Night Elf Druid. So the Warlock is named Vestin, and I'm not going to spell it so nobody can snipe names. And the Druid was named Volfine, or Volfane. I never understood how I was going to pronounce that. And I've never had a problem getting either name on any server, which is nice. Which is very nice.
That is cool. Like I said, I'm glad at least I got some iteration of Gershom.
Hell yeah.
If it's with 2 R's. It does, because if I had completely had to ditch that name, I think I would have said I'm not going to transfer.
Yeah.
means a lot to me. I rolled him back at the beginning of Wrath. He's been my sense, and he does mean a lot to me. So I think if I would have to change his name, I don't know if I could do it, to be honest.
Let's move on to the mixed drink of the week, why don't we? It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Okay, everybody, it is the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Before we get into it, I want to remind everybody, only drink if you're of legal age to do so in your state or your country or wherever you be. And if you do choose to partake of this drink, I'm not responsible for anything that happens to you. Please drink responsibly. Anyway, we have been going backwards through the armor types and classes, and this is actually, I do believe, the last drink for the cloth armor types. So the Warlock, done. Priest, done. We hit the Frost Mage, we hit the Fire Mage, and now we're on to the Arcane Mage. The drink is called Arcane Barrage. Gershom, do you have a guess what might be in it? If not, I can just jump into it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here. It's purple.
You got that part.
Okay. And knowing your affinity for Gatorade and Mountain Dew, there is some sort of Mountain Dew or Gatorade in it. And everyone knows, by the way, you don't call the purple Mountain Dew by its fucking flavor name. You call it purple Mountain Dew or purple Gatorade, right?
Yeah, or else you're a cop.
Right. And you're giving up on the sugar rims, right?
Well, I can confirm there is no rim of sugar on this drink.
Okay,
that was a halo for the priest.
So okay, I gotcha. My guess is it's purple and it has Mountain Dew or Gatorade in it, and possibly an entire bag of candy dumped in. I don't know.
Okay, you're actually somewhat close.
Yay!
I'm going to start with what the alcohol is, because it comes a little bit out of nowhere. Like, you might have expected it to be like something simple, like vodka or whatever. But I think that would be doing the Arcane Mage a bit of injustice, because Arcane in the right hands absolutely slaps. So the alcohol is, yet again, a shot of
Jagermeister.
Jagermeister, yes.
Slaps. As soon as you said slap, I was like, this motherfucker, he put Jagermeister in his
Hell
shit.
yes, I did.
I can't. I don't know how you do it.
After the Jager is in the cup, this is where it's going to surprise you just a little bit. Hang on.
Please don't say it's hot sauce.
No. We have strawberry flavored sparkling water, filling maybe half-ish of the cup up with that. And I'm going to let the bubbles settle for a minute here. Once the bubbles settle there, yes, something purple. It would have been Gatorade if I had seen Gatorade at the store. Instead, it is purple Powerade.
Are you guys having the same heat wave / drought that we're having in Chicago? I know you're just up north from me a bit, so.
Well, it rained pretty hard the other day. But
yesterday, yeah.
It is.
Other than that, it's been boiling. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta say, though, I was hoping it would be a lighter purple color. I think the Jager kind of took away from that. But that's okay. It is evidently purple. So, we've got the Jager, we've got the purple Powerade, we've got the strawberry sparkling water. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up because there is more to this drink yet. Like, there is more.
Just like an Arcane Mage, there's always something else.
I am going to have you try to identify this last little bit by hearing... Oh, bump my microphone. By hearing the sound I will make. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Did you hear the sound?
It sounds like you lit something on fire again? Did you light something on fire again?
Nope. It is whipped cream.
Oh, wow, that sounds really good.
Hell yes.
I was kind of thinking about this drink. Like, that sounds a little weird and watery, but when you said whipped cream, that sounds really good.
The whipped cream really pulls it together, and
It really does. I can tell.
Part garnish, part drinking utensil. I have one of these purple hollow Twizzlers. You drink it through a purple Twizzler.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was the only one who drank booze through licorice. I literally thought I was the only one who did that.
I guess I gotta be careful doing that because the thing keeps wanting to close up. So that is in the Arcane Barrage. That is one shot Jagermeister. Half the cup is purple Gatorade. Half the cup is strawberry sparkling water. And then a little puff of whipped cream with a purple Twizzler as a garnish and a straw.
You need to start an Instagram for your drinks. I know everyone says, "No, you should be a bartender." I know your anxiety is like too bad or whatever, but
also that sounds exhausting. But
yeah, my baby daddy was a bartender for a long, long time, and it was exhausting not only on him but just on us as a family. It's a lot of late nights and really, really weird times.
Yeah, I definitely want to start an Instagram though.
The Instagram would probably be the way to go over the bartending.
Yeah, that's going to be coming eventually, but it's not a priority right now. So a reminder again.
Michelada.
What's that?
I'm drinking a Michelada.
Nice. So reminder again, everybody, drink responsibly, drink legally. I'm not responsible for whatever shit you do to yourselves. So that was the last cloth armor, I believe. So then the next armor type is leather, which, if I'm thinking correctly, the first class up is rogue. And let's see, what's the first spec? They have outlaw, assassination, and subtlety.
Assassination, let's go.
OPQRS. So I think sub. Well, it's reverse alphabetical order, so it's sub that's up first. Subtlety. I don't know what we're going to do for that, but yeah. Okay, WoW news time.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
Okay, so first up on the block about WoW news, a clarification from Blizzard: you do not need to purchase stuff to fly in 9.1. Initially, when they made their little official announcement of what it's going to take, is the original blog text said, upon completing a quest contained within the Last Sigil storyline, you'll be rewarded with Memories of Sunless Skies. And then this is where things differ. It said, this consumable item allows all characters on your account to purchase the riding skill needed to fly within the 4 main Shadowlands zones. And people saw that and they were like, wait, what? We have to... I'm confused. I thought that wasn't the case. It's very poorly worded. They put out a clarifying post that when they used the word purchase, it was referring only to the flying training itself that the vast majority of players already have. So they updated the blog post to, this consumable item allows all characters on your account with expert riding skill to fly in Bastion, Maldraxxus, Ardenweald, and Revendreth. So there you have it.
So were people thinking that they had to, like, back in the days, when did they start doing the like Pathwalker? What's it called?
The
Not
Pathfinder.
Pathwalker.
They started doing Pathfinder in
Hada, right?
Nope,
Or Draenor.
Warlords of Draenor.
Draenor.
So
before that, we had to buy it, and it was
Right.
like 5,000 gold. So were people thinking that we'd have to buy it again? Or
that is what people were thinking. Because, like, in Burning Crusade, I don't remember the prices, but you had to buy it once you hit 70. In Wrath, you had to buy it once you hit 80. It was cold weather flying, I believe they called it.
Yep.
Cataclysm, I forget what it was, like flight license or some shit like that, because that was when we could start flying in the old world. Mists of Pandaria, I don't remember what they called it, like Zen flying or something like that. But then Warlords, they didn't want people to fly at all, but then the player base was like, yo, that's fucked. So they're like, all right, fine, you can fly, but it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, here's the thing, though, is like, even if they charged you for it in Shadowlands, I mean, they could literally charge you like 100,000 gold and you'd probably have it. Like, not to go on another tangent, but the gold drop rate in this expansion is just fucking fuds.
I mean, I know I wouldn't have 100K.
You get like 10,000 gold just from selling the junk out of your fucking callings.
I got whipped cream all over my mustache.
Weren't you supposed to shave your mustache?
That has changed. My friend is getting married in October, and we are doing ridiculous mustaches.
Oh, okay.
I don't think his fiance knows that, but I don't think she'll be terribly thrilled either.
If she's marrying him, she's probably thrilled enough. That'd be
I'm
nice.
sure she, on some level, expects something like that. So then, speaking of flying, the Sinrunner Blanchy mount, the translucent red horse, will be able to fly in 9.1. The headline of that is all there is to this news. I'm excited. I don't have Blanchy. I got to work on it. Do you have Blanchy?
I was actually speaking with Immune today on his stream, and I confessed that I had no the fuck idea what Blanchy was. Like, I see her on my mount menu, but I'm just not. I'm behind the curve so bad. I'm gonna admit it. I don't know.
Do you mean where the origins of Blanchy the character, or?
No, like, I don't understand what people are talking about when they say, like, you gotta go farm this mount. Like, I just don't know.
Well, good news for you and for anybody listening to this who also might not know what the heck it is. I am including a link in the show notes to a guide to how to get this mount from MrGM on YouTube. Sup, Dan? I'm actually in his Burning Crusade guild. I haven't been playing it very consistently, but, you know, basically, the sooner you do this, the better, because as time goes on, more people will have it, and more and less people will be listing that the rare is up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It takes, I think, 6 days, and you have to give this rare spawn different items each day. So I would watch this guide before even attempting to find the mob. The link to the guide is in the show notes.
This kind of reminds me of the thing where you have to go feed the llama, but like worse.
Yeah, actually, it has been compared to that. That's something else I haven't done, but from what I hear,
I didn't get it either. I still have like a bunch of lettuce in my bank, and I never got the stupid llama.
Like, in real life, what fucking bank do you go to? Like, you go to fucking BMO Harris, hey, I want to put lettuce in my account. They're like, the fuck are you talking about? And you're like, lettuce, lettuce, goddammit, lettuce.
I lettuce Mar Bank, Orgrimmar Bank, Mud Pit Bank. There you go.
Did you say butt pit bank?
Mud pit. Mud pit.
There isn't any mud in Orgrimmar. You take that back. Wait. No, there's water and there's dirt. So then there must be mud.
Oh god, this is getting good. All right. Are we
pit bank. I'm going to try to say that again. Butt pit bank. Hell yeah.
I am naming my next bank Butt Pit Bank.
There we go. So, I'm just going to lay it out there now, you guys. The WoW news was pretty light this week, which we are dealing with a very, very long opening patch, so that's kind of to be expected. I'm quite frankly shocked that we've had enough news to keep the show afloat this long. But one thing, this is the last bit we've got for you for the WoW news. Blizzard has announced cross-region friends list. Fuck yeah. Wait,
really?
Yeah, there is going to be global functionality for Battle.net friends list and chatting. So you can add and talk to, if you're in NA, you can add and talk to your friends in the EU or like Asia or whatever it is. It is important to note that global playing is still not possible. Like, you can't, if you're, for example,
so you can't
I have
run or raid with your friends
right,
from other realms, but you can talk to them.
You're far from your mic again. I have a friend who lives in the Netherlands. I wouldn't be able to play with her without making an EU account, for example. That's still not a possibility. but I'm going to go ahead and say never because I'm positive Blizzard would love to have a global type of gameplay. We're not there yet,
Isn't that kind of like a full joke around, like Ian Hazzakostas says never say never a lot. And then what he means when he says that is it's probably going to happen. Never say never, so.
Oh. I mean, I was using it like the more traditional way.
Oh, really?
I don't see it happening anytime soon, but they never said never say never. I wrote that down.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's good.
And also, this is Blizzard as a larger entity rather than just World of Warcraft, so it wasn't Ian making this announcement. So there is a link to the Wowhead article containing that announcement if you want to read it for yourself down in the show notes. And by link, I mean it's the URL. I haven't been able to figure out how to make them actual links yet, but you can make do, right? Right?
We can make do.
Butt pit bank. Okay, question of the week.
Stop it.
Question. The week.
Okay, so last week we asked what mount does not exist in the game that you wish did. There are two things we got from Twitter here. One from @thebigacheesy. He says he wants to surfboard on a Thanos' headless corpse. Make it magic and let me fly around on it. I like imagining that because that's just fucking grim. And
I thought of that and I was like, wow, that is really intense. That was very intense.
I mean, it's exactly in line with the kind of answer he'd give, though. But then @NewEraAlex, that's immune, responded to this saying, additionally, I think Tyranda's thick dump truck could be at least a 2-person mount. And the Big Cheesy, Aaron, responded back to that, add a little extra C's to Tyranda's thickness, and we're looking at a Hive Mind 2.0. Good lord.
Oh, for those guys, that's pretty funny. Like, I didn't think they would be interested in Tyranda's thickness at all, but they are.
They had a whole ass episode. That's the Do Not Relent guys. They had a whole ass episode where they were talking about Tyranda's dump truck a while back. Maybe like last year.
I might have missed that. I might have missed that. I just like got in on their pod. I just got in on their pod like several months ago for sure, but probably like COVID time.
Yeah, and not long before that episode, they had an episode wherein Rastakhan was eating ass.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I feel like the tusks would get in the way. Anyway, do you have these in front of you? Do you want to read the first one from Discord?
I got Bentolis's.
Go for it.
I think it was cool. So Bentolis said on Discord, I think it would be cool to get a rideable, tameable Deathwing that can breathe fire on enemies below you every 3 minutes. So remember that don't stand in the fire achievement?
Oh, hell yes, I remember that.
But you could get it and like the whole world turned into fucking Mars when you were in Cataclysm and he would just come above you and ruin you. So yeah, I mean, very cool mount. Although, I do have one thing to say. There's that mount. Oh, I sound dumb, but there's a mount. I think you got with like a sub. It's like a metal drake that when you hit the space bar and it doesn't fly, it does spray like a ton of sparks and fire out of its mouth. It's not a Deathwing.
Yeah, it's like a robot
Someone's gonna
dragon.
have to jump on the Discord or the Twitter and correct me, but it's like a metallic drake, and it opens its wings, and when you jump, it sprays like fire out of its mouth.
Like the mount special.
Right, but it would be very cool to be flying and just kill people with fire. I think Bentolis has it right there.
I could see that going horribly wrong in terms of trolling, but also this is all hypothetical, so I don't give a shit. That sounds awesome.
Or maybe it would just be like a cosmetic effect. Like maybe it wouldn't kill you, but it would just be fun. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, like you got fire around you, you run around on fire.
Right, exactly. Or like the Book of Matches toy.
Bent, you're onto something. Vanderlyle says, Vanderlyle says, I don't want a mount. I just wish they would update the Druid Cheetah travel form model. If I am playing a Druid in Shadowlands or Classic, it's the same fucking model. How come Smellular hasn't done a video about this? And that actually brings me to a thought I've had for a really long time. I think Druids should be able to have a little more customization over their travel forms. Not just like, oh, you can be a cheetah or you can be a stag, but like go in there and like change stuff around. Like maybe instead of spots, you have stripes or whatever, you know?
So like a barber shop, but for the Druids.
Yeah, for the travel form. I think that'd be awesome.
So you could get like stripes or spots or horns or like, why not? Why would that? I mean, other than like programming issues that they would have to come up with, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I think that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I made a mess. Okay, I had emptied my drink and then ended up with whipped cream all over my face.
Throw
Okay.
that stash.
You want to read the next one from Slide?
Yes, hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait. Slide Whistle says, the people demand a two-headed giant mount. It can fly by walking on air. So when I saw this on Twitter, I had no fucking idea what he was talking about, to be honest.
No,
And
same.
so I responded, we should be able to mount Draka's pet Death Fang, because he does have 3 heads. We've all done the quest. If anyone has a Necrolord, you've seen Death Fang in there with his 3 heads. And so I was like, that would be cool to have like a flying fucking Death Fang. And I was being serious. And so then fucking Immune responds, he should be able to mount Draka.
I have to agree.
And by
with
the
that.
way, I agree with that. I think everyone does.
Step on me,
That's
Draka.
an agree. He was joking around about Draka the other day, and I was like, "Oh, Gershom's hard for Draka," and he was like, "We're all hard for Draka."
Draka's the shit. Can I say something really fast? Or sorry, you go ahead. Go for it.
I was gonna say, if no one has watched the BlizzCon line voice panel chat, I think it was the best part of the entire fucking thing.
Oh, I liked it, yeah.
And when you see Deborah Wilson, who plays the voice of Draka, she did like a whole fucking, like, she just unleashed about so many things, about emotions and COVID and how we're all feeling and stuff, and she is really amazing. So if you want to look up Deborah Wilson on Twitter or on Facebook, she's out there. Find her on YouTube. She is the voice actress who plays Draka, and she is fucking magical and inspiring. She's the kind of woman that runs a room.
She basically is Draka, like the real
She
life.
is Draka. She is. Like, when I see Draka come up, like, the House of Rituals is out of control, go fucking put them down. And I'm like, I just imagine Deborah Wilson sitting there doing that voice, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, there's this little fucking black punk ass pierced up voice actress doing this, and it is sweet.
Hell
I love
yeah.
it. I fucking love it.
So that's all the questions all the responses we had. Our new question for next week is, we're doing another fuck, marry, kill, but this time, because there's 4 individuals, you're fucking 2 of them. So fuck, marry, kill Draka, Renethal, Lady Moonberry, and Pelagos. 1 from each fucking zone. Yeah, so fuck, marry, kill Draka, Renethal, Lady Moonberry, and Pelagos. And you can answer that on Discord if you'd like to. Link is in not only the show notes, but on the Twitter page at ThrallsBallsPod. So, we are at just about 40 minutes here. You know what, Gershom, we have a couple other things on our list here, but particularly this Mad Lib. and a little something extra special about your character. But I think maybe we might want to save that for a future episode, because guess what? I want you to come on again. That's going to happen. Are you all right with saving this stuff?
Oh, fuck yeah. What do you want to save? You want to save the Mad Libs? You want to save the...
We're saving the Mad Lib. We're saving the character stuff. Because...
Oh, I know. We started late today. I know.
Little bit.
We had, like life invasions, as they say.
I did announce on Twitter that the episode would be coming out on Tuesday instead, which was going to be because of the extra little bit involving your character. That would have been extra production time. So I'm still going to try to get it out Monday morning, but if not, well, then you're listening to this on Tuesday and you're like, oh, I guess that didn't happen.
I actually used to think that DNR dropped on Monday, and I went on Twitter. And I think it's because I don't really listen to pods on the weekend, just because I'm with my family and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on Twitter and I was like, yay, it's the best part of my Mondays. And Immune was like, it drops on Fridays. And I was like, oops, my bad.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Fridays until I started my current job, which allows me to listen to like music and podcasts while I'm working. And that was when I noticed the pattern.
Yeah.
So that is going to do it for us, you guys. You can follow the show on Twitter at ThrallsBallsPod. You can message me on Twitter if you'd like. You can follow me. I meant follow, not message. At Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. You can email the show if you would like to. That is thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. And I'm also going to throw a little bit of a call out there for if you want to submit a review. You can submit a review on Apple Podcasts for us. I've been checking iTunes here and there. It is actually, believe it or not, the least popular platform that people listen to the show on, according to the analytics I can see. But I've been checking. And you can go on the Warcraft Radio Podcast directory and leave a review there if you'd so like. But if you don't want to leave a review, that's totally fine. I'm just happy to have people listening. So, there was another thing I was going to throw in here. Oh, yes, you can join the Discord. The link is on the Twitter page and in the show notes. And Gershom's Twitter is...
At Hunter Gershom. So it's Hunter... GERSHOM.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
All right. See you next week.